Thanks for having me.
Welcome back.
I had to come back.
Yeah, I just had to come back.
I had to come back.
Straight from Zambia?
Straight from Zambia.
How's Zambia?
Growing.
Growing?
Yeah.
Better than Malawi, right?
Yeah, faster.
Yeah?
Yeah, I would say faster than Malawi.
I remember last time you told us about how fast it is to get a tax clearance.
Yes, tax clearance, even bank authorizations, transferring money, waiting to listen from you on what ideas can improve the economy. They're willing to accept any idea as long as they see fit that it suits the economy. So yeah, it's really much of a moving country, faster than Malawi. Yeah, developing.
How's the currency situation that side?
At the moment, they're trading at 1.7 against rand and 27 against dollar. But what I can say is they were at 19 against dollar. So 119 Zambian kwacha was $1. Yeah, with that type of statistic, even someone selling Airtel money can make at least maybe $5 per day. Okay. Because we're talking about 19 kwacha. So 19 kwacha, picture it, it's not a lot of money. Even for a Zambian, that's not a lot of money. But if you're trading, you're getting commissions, you can at least maybe $5, $10 a day on a chill day.
So there are no limits. You know how here, if you go to a bank, they give you a certain limit on how much you can transact.
Yes, true. No limits. Actually, I was surprised because the bank manager the other day asked me to disclose any amount, like whatsoever amount you would want to transfer, we can transfer it for you. We're talking about $100,000 to $1 million. They're willing to transfer that type of amount, as long as you have the money and you're trading, legally. You know what I mean? So I even know of a couple of Malawians that get their foreign currency from that side and trade through the border, but still make something. Because I'm not in Lusaka per se. I'm along Katete, Petauke to Chipata. That's where my trade is.
From Lusaka?
Would say about 3 hours. It's 3 hours, 2 hours and a half, something like that. Okay. But what I would say is that's where the money is. It's like the way Malawi is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lilongwe, Blantyre, and Mzuzu. These are just main cities. The money is in Rumpi, the money is in Zimba, the money is in Kadobe. People are selling fish that side on a daily basis. The money is in Mchinji, the money is in Kasungu, the money is in Sanje, who's that Mia, the old minister, the one that passed. May so rest in peace. He was from Chikwawa, right?
Doing cattle that side.
Yes. You're talking about guys in Mulanje. That's where the money is. It's the same thing as Zambia. The money is in the outskirts.
People want to be in town these days, man.
Chipata, you go to Chipata, you find Absa there, you find FNB, you find big banks, right? It tells you something about the economy. It tells you volumes of the type of money that these guys are handling. So yeah, that's what speaks volumes, So it's the same as that side. The money is not really in the...
It's not really in the cities.
The farmers have money, but these guys are not staying in the city. A farmer has to stay at the farm. So that's where the farms are, Yeah.
Right now in Malawi, you've been doing the insurance business, Equatorial.
Yeah, insurance
brokers.
Yes.
Yeah. And the penetration rate keeps going down.
So devaluation is hitting the industry.
Yeah.
And now low penetration rate. Obviously, it's because people don't have money, right? So someone cannot really go buy insurance when they know they have to eat. Better off buying food and cutting short on whatsoever insurance packages they were buying. If they're buying comprehensive, they'll buy third party now.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what is happening. And you can't really blame anyone else. It's just the way the economy is. I even have clients that, failing to pay, they'd been paying properly for the past 10 years or so. But now they're struggling. You just have to understand that we're going through tough times, here in Malawi. So it's not easy. You just have to accept and move on. The faster you do that, the better.
So right now you'd encourage, people that are interested in the insurance industry to, diversify.
Diversify, plus I feel like insurance is going to pick up. Okay, there's going to be time I believe there's going to be time for the insurance industry to really make money out of, selling insurance policies, because as we moving forward, things are changing. People are going to be buying expensive cars. Now people have gone to Israel, right? You're in Israel, you're in the UK, okay? You want to come back home. Obviously, you buy an expensive car coming back home, right? And you also be exposed to insurance, the insurance industry outside. It's compulsory for you to get insurance outside. You have another type of knowledge where you know that the insurance system works. And when coming back to Malawi, obviously we're going to have people making money out of the insurance business. Yeah, we are going to make money out of the insurance business. It's just maybe I would say it's going to take a long time than anticipated, because we all trying to make money. So at the end of the day, leaving the industry, trying to make something else, if it feeds your family, that's the option.
What about bancassurance
Yeah.
inside in Zambia?
Yeah.
How different is bancassurance in Zambia compared to Malawi?
It's advanced. The receptionist at ABSA has a sign on her window that says, "Get your motor and home insurances from here." That's how fast
Fast it is. All right.
Yeah. Ethel, her name. She
Okay.
has. Yeah, she has so I even asked her the other time. I said, I also sell insurance back in Malawi, and I was like, yeah, I hear people come by and they don't have to go to the insurance company.
So
And that's the issue now that is going to happen in insurance, even here in Malawi. If we were talking about it on the platform, a brokers association, talking about it to say, Standard Bank now advertised that they're selling insurance.
Yeah.
Right? For example, someone who is working, you're better off buying insurance through a bank when they're going to be cutting you from your salary every month for 12 or 10 months. Because that's the advert that came out. This is basically killing the brokers out of the system.
Yeah.
This is killing every broker, because
nobody likes competition.
no, but this is not even competition. Man. If you're looking at it from a point where this is the bank we're talking about, if you're getting $1 million every month, they know you're getting $1 million every month, and they will deduct, say, 25,000 every month for the next 10 months. You're killing a broker, because we want you to pay us cash. If you're buying insurance from me, it's 2 million, 3 million, you're paying me cash. Or maybe the worst comes to worst, 2 months. You know what I mean? So that's how the system has been. Because even for us to process a claim, it's a problem. We have to have our files in line, So that might be the shortage, purchasing insurance through Bancassurance, because systems in insurance don't just end at purchase of the product. You have to service the product. Yeah. So servicing of the product now, that's what banks are going to possibly, if they might work or not, but that's where the investment has to be, because you'd have to invest in a system where if a client comes with a claim, you process that claim in like less than 14 working days or 30 working days, like Reserve Bank says. You have to be able to move faster. And it's only possible with a broker, because that's our nature of, trade. We trade in insurance. So everything that comes on our desk is insurance, and processes have to run faster for you to compete against other insurance brokers, So it's very different to say if the banks take over the insurance industry against brokers still participating in the insurance game. Yeah. So anyway, Bancassurance in Zambia, it's like I've said, you can buy insurance on the window.
And then in economies like South Africa,
Yeah.
where you're able to pay insurance on a monthly basis.
Yes.
What sort of challenges do insurance companies here have with having a similar arrangement?
The main problem is for them to have the capital to be able to pay a claim regardless of you finishing your premiums. We're talking about you insure 197 million kwacha Ford Ranger, the new ones, the latest Ford Everest, 197 million, right? The premium is coming up to about 14 million per year. Okay, if we let you have, paying installments, you pay me 8 million, it's okay. Pay me 8 million, I give you insurance. Say in 2 days you crash that vehicle, yeah, or someone hits you from the back or whatsoever, and the quotation comes to 90 million. How are you going to be able to pay that money if you only got even half of the premium? So paying in installments, the problem is, say the premium is 12 million divided by 12, you're paying nicely $1 million every month. But if an accident happens, for you to pay, you don't have to get from the money that you were being paid. You'd have to have capital already steady to pay that money before you can, make profit out of it. So paying monthly is something that cannot really be done by Malawian insurance companies at the moment because of our economic issues. We can't really release money like that, 197 million against a 12 million policy that, bought the value. Yeah.
What's the most like flexible payment plan that's available? Like for someone who has maybe, let's say, the 2024 Ford Ranger.
Yeah. We're talking about 4 months.
4 months.
4 months.
That's still a lot.
And I'm asking for cash. Right now, every client that walks through the door, I'm like, you know what? This is something that we're not supposed to force you to buy. Trust me, I didn't ask you to go buy an expensive car.
Yeah.
You went through the whole process, bought an expensive car because you had to, or because you have the money to. You should be able at least to take care of your stuff. It's called responsibility.
Yeah.
I shouldn't come tell you your I shouldn't come tell you your responsibilities. Man. Yeah. To say, boss, you have an expensive car. Can you please? I shouldn't beg you to respond to yourself. Man.
Got to plan for it.
So if you're buying an expensive car and this is legit money. I mean, if I had legit 200 million and I bought a 200 million car, trust me, I don't want to lose that money
just like that.
Just like that. I've worked for it, obviously. So I would want to invest in having a portfolio that will give me back the same amount, indemnify me at the end of, any accident, at least. So what I also saw, I've also seen in the industry in Malawi is people do buy expensive vehicles from maybe one deal or two deals, and then that deal never comes back.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, you're driving a 2020 Merc, but you're riding on a third-party policy.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So wealth, riches, that's what separates the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. A wealthy country and a rich country, they're very different. Yeah. Congo is one of the richest. There's enough gold there. But is it the wealthiest? You'll never know.
Yeah.
So that's the system. If we're going to be wealthy, if you're going to be wealthy as a nation or as an individual per se, you might as well have a backup system, a backup plan. If I build a house today, I want to build 2 more, 3 more. I want to have if I'm buying a truck, I want to have 10 more trucks, right? I don't want to go back buying the same truck times 10 just because I had an accident. So this is the knowledge that young people need to have at an earlier stage in life.
True.
Because the more you spend, that money that you have, it's very hard for you to get it back.
Yeah.
Very, very hard. And there's only a time limit in making money. Funny enough, it's a circle. So someone still at the back of your career is trying to get the same money you're getting. So everybody's trying to eat. If you're not protecting your assets, you're doomed. Straight up. Yeah.
Speaking of house insurance and housing insurance, how's the response been for your broker? Like, do a lot of clients buy those type of policies?
I would say because we don't have many claims on fire issues in Malawi, people don't really see the need, to be honest. They don't see a need to insure a home or a house or gadgets like that. People in Malawi are not really at that level where they feel the importance of insuring. You would find out that there's so many iPhones out there, 14 Pro Max. A lot of people are using expensive 3 million value, 2.5 million now. There's so many of them, right? But if you go and ask if the phone was insured, they'll tell you no. Why? Of course, the insurance side is also to blame because for you to insure a phone, you have to offer physical presence and another backup of what you're offering apart from the phone. So you would have to come up to say, I have a house and I have chairs, I have a TV. So it offers it as a package. You're looking at the phone, it's very easy to lose a phone. So it's another way of the insurance industry protecting itself from claims because you can easily just, throw the phone away and claim you don't have a phone anymore, fraudulent claims. So it would have been easier if maybe, I don't know, maybe a scheme for students that have expensive phones, KYC, and we identify every student according to what they do and see if they are morally acceptable to have, that type of a gadget, and maybe accept it from that. I'm going to say, yeah, you have a phone. Your parents bought you for 3 million. We can insure just the phone. It's possible. Because at the end of the day, if you lose it, we'll still ask you to go get a police report on what happened for you to lose your phone. Yeah.
And there are now like the different systems that make it easier to track phones.
Yeah.
How has the insurance industry responded to those type of, systems? Have they like reduced their premiums?
No, they haven't. The clever part about it is I thought the same thing to say, because we have iCloud on iPhones, you can easily track an iPhone, right? And you should easily develop a product that will say if you have an iPhone that was on iCloud and then you lose it, we'll reduce your premium, because at the end of the day, we might recover that phone.
Yeah.
But there's not such a thing in Malawi. I would possibly attribute that to development of the country. The country is not that well developed for us to start accepting such policies. Yeah, because you're even supposed to have an application where you can buy your products like that. You enter your serial number. I check if your phone is legit. The owner of the phone, maybe through iPhone stores or Apple stores, we can check the credentials and whatever. And I should be able to insure your phone from wherever you are in the world, because all risk, that's what it does. It has no geographical limit.
Okay.
So you should be able to cover that phone even if you're out of the country, like anywhere in the world. Yeah.
Right. And we talked about the music scene in Zambia.
Yes.
How's the music scene in Zambia
music
compared
scene
to Malawi?
blowing up, blowing up. Luckily enough, okay, so about the music scene, one of the guys that I work with, because I have a small business outside, one of the guys I work with is a musician, right? So we touched base one time. Well, he asked me, "Hey, your wife is a musician?" I said, "Yeah." How's the music industry in Malawi? I was like, "Yeah, it's changed." To be honest, music industry in Malawi has changed. I remember back in the days when I had a studio too. I had a studio. I was recording. I was making my little music and selling instrumentals. Back then, music. Yes, I was rapping also. This is 2008, boss. 2008, 2009. Yeah, 2008, 2009,
What was your rap name back then?
Puzzle.
Okay.
Puzzle.
We should get that back. Yeah, I want to see Puzzle in the studio, man. We set it up right now.
I had a rap name. I had, Reverb Nation was the only platform we could release. Yes. Yeah. It was before MalawiMusic.com. You know what I mean? So I even had my music out, like on Radio 2, Born and Bred.
Is your music still on Reverb Nation?
It's still on Reverb Nation. I never deleted the account.
Check it out.
So music was at that level where even I questioned myself one time to say, if I'm going to be a musician, an artist in Malawi, am I going to make money, or is it just for play? Even my mom one time asked me. My dad loved it. My dad was like, I love the fact that you've done something I never thought I would do. This is a genius move. Nice. So he loved the idea. I was recording and I was rapping. I would send my music to 101 Radio 2. Born and Bred would interview me. Had Basic sending me an instrumental one time. Okay. I sent him back. He liked the beat. I had a career going up. Nice. Then question mark, am I going to make money out of this career or not? So I had to weigh my options. And you know how insurance is. Yeah. It's a very, very dense in knowledge type of career where you have to really focus, or else you won't get anything out of it. So I had to choose, go into this financial world or continue music. At the time, there was no money in music. At least now I'll just get $1 million out of a show. Then it was less than 5,000 or 10,000 out of a show. Big artists, big names were getting 40,000 or 20,000. Less than that. Even for free, they would perform for free. But these were famous artists that you had in Malawi at some point. So weighed my options, went that way. But now the trick is in insurance, even though it's a very good industry, but the money is not that good now. It's a steady growing industry.
Yeah.
In Zambia, coming back to your question, the music industry, that side, gives platform to young uprising stars. It's very funny how Zambians love Zambian music more than even the rest of the world. You go to a local Zambian show, local hip hop Zambian show, you find that people are jamming to beats that you've never heard anywhere else in the world apart from there. And they love these songs more than anyone else.
And everyone is singing
right?
along.
And everybody's singing along. And these are rappers you've never heard of in the world.
Yeah.
And that's how supportive they can be, you know? They love Slap D, he's the king of rap, you know? Now they love Patience because, well, he did a very nice track, blew out, you know, it blew up nicely. The Maplani song, you know?
Yeah.
Now they love Driemo even more. Yeah, Driemo is like the new Zambian kid, you know? Yeah, so they can accept Zambian music and go in shows like that. It's the same thing with Malawi, except the Malawian way of shows that I've seen so far is we love international artists more than our own local artists. You have a local artist show, you won't have the same patronage as you code. Now I hear Business Nigga is coming again for I don't know how many.
Again.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's going to blow up. If Keith Daniels is in town, Lilongwe is packed, no fuel. You know what I mean? We should have the same support for Malawian artists. You know, the respect that Yo Maps gets in Zambia, you can't even come close to him like that because he's a celebrity. You know, that status is really given to a rapper or a singer, regardless of if your music is trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you announce yourself as a celebrity, you carry yourself as a celebrity, you're accepted by the community as a celebrity and they'll treat you as such. Yeah. That's the main difference. Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming to the podcast once again.
Definitely. I love it.
Looking forward to having you again.
Definitely. Sure.